Hey guys, it's Ryoka here with another video. This deck is a deck that runs around a lot of watts. I'd like to call this deck my E.D.C deck. If none of you know what E.D.C means, it means Electric Daisy Carnival. The reason I call it that is because everything just looks bright, it looks colorful, and just electric, you know? Everything in the deck is based on electricity. Everything has little electric shocks coming off of it, lighting up. So that's why I call it my E.D.C. What Electric Daisy Carnival is this place you go and listen to music, you dance around, meet people, do drugs and shit. And what that does is steal your strength. And for those that enjoy it a lot and have been used to it, it gives you strength. And this is what the deck does. The deck takes from my opponent and gives to my monsters. And what that means is I reduce their attack to 100, or take half of their attack to make mine stronger, just enough to run them over. And that's the whole point of the deck. So, to continue on with this, I run no synchros, because I think that they would just stall me over and mess me up. The deck is 46 cards, but if any of you have an idea to make it a little smaller and more consistent, please let me know. Also, it's based on cute things, like squirrel and stuff. Not a lot of the things in here are cute, but most of it is. So just bear with me. It looks a little girly, but when you get the idea of the deck, it really is a beater. So it's pretty competitive. It's more fun, but I have enough cards to make it more competitive and stuff like that. So just bear with me on this, and let's get started. 3 watt squirrels. What these do is they can attack twice per damage or per battle phase, and after damage activation, the monster that it battled cannot activate its effect. Its effect is negated on the field and in the graveyard. So things like Ryko, when it flips, cannot activate its effect. I can attack it, a monster, and kill myself, but then its effect wouldn't be applied. So like Stardust, so I would just end my turn and then smashing ground it or dark hole it just to get rid of it, and they can't activate the cost. Watt Peasant. This card can attack twice per battle phase, and when or can attack directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to my opponent by a direct attack, select one face-up monster on the field and remove from play until the end phase of this turn. So it gets rid of cards on the field that would get in the way of my other monsters that can't attack just yet. Watt Hopper. It's kind of like Battery Man D, except it works with effects too. So if you have 2 on the field, it's a lock, and they can't target anything. So scrap decks and stuff would be fucked over because of this, because of the Scrap Dragon. And because its effect targets, they have to target either one or both. And since they can't target 2 monsters with Scrap Dragon, it stays on the field and they can't activate its effect. It would be just pointless. They can do it on the backfield, but who cares? Black Kiwi. When this is on the field, my monsters cannot be destroyed when my monsters are attacking. So it doesn't work the other way around. My monsters will still get killed if my opponent's attacking them. But if I'm attacking, they will not get destroyed. Watt Dragonfly. They're the searchers of the deck. I can bring out any Watt monster in my deck to the the field. My special summon. So it's during the damage step. So things like Royal Oppression won't affect me at all. 3 Watt Lemurs. When this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect, they cannot conduct their battle. My opponent cannot conduct the battle phase during their next turn. So they just can't do anything. So I can set up whatever I need, and they can't attack me or anything like that. And 2 Watt Box. When this card is destroyed, either by battle or card effect, your opponent cannot special summon a monster or activate spell trap effects or monster card effects for the rest of this turn. So it's like really cool. And this is where it starts to get into E.D.C. The Watt Castle. Very bright, very electric. Any monster that attacks a Watt monster loses 1,000 attack after damage calculation. That is permanent. So you keep making them attack you because you have monsters on the field, and they just keep losing 1,000. That's why it's called E.D.C. I run 3 solidarities because everything in the deck is thunder. So whatever's in the graveyard, it just gives all my monsters a boost. This is the taking part of E.D.C. Dark World Shackles. It forces my monsters, or my opponent's monsters, to go down to 100. Forces my opponent's monsters' attack and defense to become 100 attack and defense during each of their standby phases, during each of your standby phases, or my standby phases. Inflict 500 damage to controller of the equipped monster. So if I decide not to kill their monster, they take 500 damage during each of my standby phases. But I only have it in the deck as a form of taking my opponent's damage or power and reducing it to a weak little 100, and then running it over with my weak monsters. Burden of the Mighty takes from them. It forces their attack to go down 100 per each of their level. For Destruction and Staples, Mystical Space Typhoon, Dark World, Cold Wave, Monster Reborn. Those are the staple spells. For traps, it's what I take from my opponent to make me stronger. Half counters. They're the new commons that are out in Shooting Star Blast. And you can only activate this card during damage calculation if a monster you control is being attacked. The attack target monster you control gains attack equal to the half of the original attack of the attacking monster until the end phase. So it takes from them and makes me stronger. A weird way to put it, but it does work. Power Frame negates the attack, and I gain half the monsters that attack me. Let me just read it. Activate only when a face-up monster you control is selected as an attack target by an opponent's monster with a higher attack. Negate that attack and equip this card to your monster that was being attacked. The equipped monster gains attack equal to the difference in attack between the two monsters. So let's say I have my favorite little monster on the field, Watt Squirrel. Its attack is 700, and it's being attacked by Stardust, for example. Stardust Dragon's attack is 25. I gain 1800 attack, and my attack becomes 25. So whatever the difference is, my attack will become the monster that attacked me attack. So let's say they attacked Mock Pheasant. Its attack is 1,000 and theirs is 25. I gain 1,500. So it's just whatever. And this card becomes an equipped monster, or an equipped card to that monster, so it just stays on the field. Staple Traps, Torrential, Royal Oppression, 7 Tools, 2 Bottomless. It looks pretty decent, but it's whatever. The cards I was deciding to put in are going to be Intercept Wave, ×3. Watt Beta, or Goldfish. I was just going to make this into a pure Thunder deck, but so far I haven't decided on doing that. And then adding Electric Virus. What this card is, it's a discard cost like Effect Veiler, or the other newest card that came out, Skull Servants. You discard it from your hand to take control of one face-up machine or dragon-type monster your opponent controls. And by dragons, I mean like Scrap Dragon or Scrap Twin Dragon, because those are the strongest dragons right now that are out, or Stardust or something like that. And then you can even use them to take control of your opponent's Stardust, and then forcing it to come to your side of the field, tributing it so its effect isn't active and they can't do anything about it. So just, if you have any ideas or tips on how to make the deck a little better, just PM me. The deck so far runs a little consistent. It's actually pretty fast. It gives me good power-ups and stuff like that. And it's pretty competitive against my Karakuris and my Rockstun. But the thing is, I had to take a bunch of the cards out of the Rockstun just to make this deck. So my Rockstun deck is out of the question. And right now I am working on making this deck a little stronger. So if anyone has, like I said, tips on how to make the deck a little stronger and more consistent, better, or you have any video responses, just let me know, and I'll definitely watch them and give you shout-outs or whatever to whoever's able to help me. So this is Ryoka. This is my Electric Daisy Carnival deck, and I'm signing off. Rate, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, watch my other videos, and tell your friends, because I'm going to keep continuing making videos until YouTube is finally making me a partner, and that's my goal. So thanks everyone, and yeah. Later guys. Bye.